So that's a part of this early success for this team.
Shay's talked about the motivation. Dominant the season ago. They were as dominant in the postseason. And they hurt people's feelings. He barely got by Indiana. Or Tyrese Halliburton had been able to play through the entire game. All that talking, at least for Shay, that created motivation. 65 seconds to go in the second quarter. Williams doing a lot. Teardrop, no, blocked out of there by Wembanyama.
Great defense by San Antonio.
Dylan Harper down the lane. Got it to go with the left.
Tell Dylan Harper on his possession. Defending like his dad used to.
10-0 San Antonio run. Crowd coming alive in the closing moments of this second quarter. Williams, a lot of dribbling again behind the back. Elbow J, no. Rebound Vassell. San Antonio's largest deficit in this first half was 16.
I'm going to give you some in-depth analysis. San Antonio is quite a bit better with Victor Wembanyama.
Breaking news.
Well, that's why you have to go get a guy with my experience.
Wemby, Bonos! Let's go, Wemby! It's a one-possession game.
Oh, man, he's excited, man. Is that loud it is?
He would have taken away a dead ball shot.
Look at this defensive possession. Everybody getting involved. And then Dylan Harper right to the rim. Great finish.
Stay in lane. Wemby's a plus 20 in 5 minutes.
And they're minus 23 the rest of the time. In the other 17 minutes.
8 seconds. A.J. Mitchell. Surrounded by great shirts. Hartenstein. Cabinet shot will fall. And how about this? San Antonio at 1 point trailed by the Wemby effect. They're down by 3. 5 points for Wemby. 5 rebounds. He's played 5 minutes. And he's a plus 20. What a ball game. Halftime here in Vegas. You're watching the Emirates NBA Cup semifinals on Prime.
The legend of Victor Wembanyama growing at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas tonight. Plus 20 in 7 minutes, Azania.
Yes, thank you very much. That is the energy that I needed. That last minute from San Antonio Spurs. I've been waiting. I've been sitting here like, oh, come on, guys. That's the style that they used to playing. Out in transition, get lovely buckets. Obviously now with Victor, he can defend the rim. They need that momentum swing, and now they're within 3.
The psychological impact as much as anything. He's not on the court, then suddenly he's there and he's huge and everything just looks different. Trying to get looks at the rim and Wemby's right there.
Yeah, he's only played 7 minutes, but the impact with those 7 minutes is incredible, and that's what they needed. But OKC, a dominant first half. They've able to turn them over a bunch of times, hold them to only 6 3-point shots, and 6 from 26 San Antonio Spurs. But even though with that great first half, I felt like the lead should be way bigger than that.
Yeah, well, OKC's not been shooting great from the field either, only 40%, 20 out of 50. In their 5 previous NBA Cup games this season, they had 132 points, 144 points, 113 against Minnesota, 123 against Phoenix, 138 in that blowout win against Phoenix the other night. Only 49 points in the first half here.
Yeah, and San Antonio wins that second quarter. See what I'm talking about. Get some energy, get some momentum, kind of give OKC a taste of their own medicine. Push it on them. This is the semi-final, and you know, we spoke about the money and everything, but it put play like you mean to get to the final.
Very different sort of the second semifinal relative to the 132 to 120 victory for the New York Knicks in the first semifinal tonight. See SGA just a 12 points for him just to make impacts, and some of his dribbling's been a little bit suspect. The OKC defenders really swarming to him when he's trying to ball handle. But
in fact, they played in that second quarter, SGA.
that's true. He played most of the first
played all
quarter.
the first quarter, but came in midway through the second.
6 of 12 from the field. And look at the supporting cast. Chet with 9 points, but he's looking battle-scarred. For the Spurs, their leading scorer, Stephon Castle, with 9 points on 4 of 7 shooting. And really, as we go to the halftime show in Vegas, anybody's ball game here in the NBA Cup semifinals.
Welcome to the half.
Welcome on in. OKC leads at 49-46 in the NBA Cup semifinals. I'm Taylor Rutz here with Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash, Blake Griffin, and Udonis Haslem. OKC led by 6 points in that first half, but with Wemby on the court, they gave up a 13-0 run to close the half. Steve, he changes everything.
Changes everything defensively, but they also didn't turn the ball over. But for those of you wondering why he didn't play the entire first quarter, he only played 7 minutes and is a plus 20. Guys,
Which is insane.
It's insane.
Wow.
But when you come back up injuries, usually it's like 20 to 24 minutes as you ramp back up. So if you're the coaching staff of the Spurs, you can't risk not having him down the stretch. So that's why they're saving his minutes. 7 good minutes, though, for Wemby.
Really solid minutes.
Great minutes, Dirk.
I love seeing this. Like, bring him off the bench in the second quarter. Get a little bit, work with it. Get a little bit tricky with the minute restriction so that he can finish the half, like you said. But San Antonio is just a tale of just taking care of the ball. Like, they turn the ball over. Live ball turnovers will absolutely kill you against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They did that a lot. They did it not one time in their 13-0 run. So that's going to be huge for them.
Yeah, we're not accustomed to San Antonio. We're not accustomed to seeing OKC not finish halves and not finish quarters. So this is something new to us. Maybe it's a test to them. So we'll see how they respond in the second half.
Now, you all, of course, mentioned that the Spurs were plus 20 with Wemby on the court. They were minus 23 with him off the court, so truly a game changer. But what do the Thunder really need to do in this one?
I think in the second half, keep getting the ball to SGA, keep getting to your spots. He's had some good shots. They've defended him well, but J-Dub has missed some shots. Those guys are missing shots that they usually make. Keep playing the way you're playing. You're defending well, except for at the end of that second quarter. But you're defending well. This game is going to be in the mud. You might not blow these guys out, but this is a game that helps sharpen you up for later on in the season.
It feels like we talk about it every time we talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder, but the third quarter is huge. They are the best team in basketball, and they're the best team in the third quarter. So San Antonio needs to come out and take care of the ball and end it like they started like they ended it.
Yeah, San Antonio actually had some good shots there. They worked for some corner threes. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to make any. But if they keep working them, get in the paint, spray out, get some good shots, and they make some shots, they can actually make this a game. It should be an interesting second half.
Steve, what have you seen from SGA so far in this one?
He's brilliant. Brilliant first quarter, getting to his spots. It's amazing. He comes down, he's got 2 on him. He could throw it back to an open guy for a 15-footer. He's like, why would I? This is water. He just jumps up in the air, swish, comes down, does it again and again. So, look at here. He's like, anyone open? No. Anyone? Are you sure? Anyone open? No. Okay, water.
The old turn it to a 360 and then shoot the mid-range.
This was tough right here.
So his footwork, his balance, his touch, extension, everything he does, he rises up, eyes you up, squares you up, there's no chance. So,
I love it. Hey, we've got ourselves a fun one so far, boys. I'm looking forward to how this one is.
Great one.
Close one in the semifinals. OKC leads at 49-46. We'll be back on the half presented by AT&T right after this. Oh, little quick change action, y'all.
Here we go.
hello.
What we got?
Come
Umbrella?
on, Missy.
Again, our halftime score in the second Emirates NBA Cup semifinal. Oklahoma City 49, San Antonio 46. And this late Spurs comeback, driven in part by, of course, Wemby, but also some slicing and dicing. They're getting into the paint. One of their stars, De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, I liked it. I kind of hit you on the shoulder and I was like, yes, this is what I wanted.
You're getting pretty excited about
Yeah,
the Spurs rally.
I am because that's their style. They're smothering SGA, clapping, getting that energy. Fox playing at a higher speed. Look at that tough defense, and then they're out to the races. This is the style that they've been very successful, and the reason why they're 17-7 in the regular season.
They've not been allowed to get a lot of fast break points. They are 9th in the NBA in fast break points this season, but that triple from Wemby, he's always shown pretty decent range, and in this sort of context, they really need the three-point shots to drop from him because they're hardly dropping for anybody else.
Yeah, only 4 fast break points from Spurs, so if they can get that going for sure. A guy that has been balling out is Mr. Castle, and he had that nice spinning move, didn't he, to start, but that could have been an and one, and he has 9 points and leads the scorers.
Time now for the AT&T Fan Clutch Call Line, where we answer fans' biggest questions about the NBA. And I love this one. The fan question is Prime Dirk versus Prime Wemby.
Oh, no.
Game to 11. What's the score?
Is it make and take it, or do I get the ball?
It's make it take it.
By the way, I don't think we've seen Prime Wemby yet.
Right.
Also a good point.
That's a good point.
Great point to raise.
I'm going to say 11-3 Wemby. I think he can block me while I shoot my one-legger.
Yeah.
He's just going to reach over and take that. Thank you.
Doesn't need to go for the pump fake.
No, no, he won't. So I'm in trouble there, I got to say.
I'm giving you a little more than 3 points, big fella.
Okay.
I'm giving you a little more than 3.
I'll give you 4.
Yeah.
I'll give you 4.
Five.
4.5. Take 4.
I won't make too many shots on me for me to just say 4. No,
Yeah,
I'll
we
give you more
got to
than
back
4.
our team, man. We got to back our team. We think that you'll give him a run for his money, all right? You can submit your question by sending a direct message to @NBA on Prime social channels for a chance to have them answered right here on the Fan Clutch Call Line. Folks, we have a game. I want to hear your predictions in the second half. Tell me what you got, Eugene.
In the second half, I think OKC's going to turn it around. If I'm looking at this game right now, in the first half, there was only 2 guys in the positive. That was Chet Holmgren and Alex Caruso. We are not used to seeing that. So in the second half, I think they'll get to doing what they do best.
Blake, you're up.
It's hard to bet against Oklahoma City. I mean, we talk about it. The third quarter is going to be huge, so I think Oklahoma City takes it.
Is this more of the same or any differences? Okay, I think it's more of the same. We'll see. 1 half left to go in the NBA Cup semifinals. SJ has 12 points. The Thunder lead the Spurs 49-46. The second half is coming up next.
You're watching NBA on Prime.
Daily time for the second half at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Victor Wembanyama, the star of the show, with a plus 20 in that first half for San Antonio. But Chet Holmgren, plus 24 for OKC. He's been in the wars. He's got a bit of a 1,000-yard stare. At times, he's taking an elbow to the chin. He's taking some friendly fire to his knee as well. There are the numbers for Wemby.
Yeah, 7 minutes. What? Production, 5 points, and obviously on that restriction, coming back after a month to that calf. So, but the difference, you can feel the energy. But his presence, some people say 7'4", 7'5", but he has an 8 wingspan, and that is able to defend the rim as well.
But to take a look at the Chet Holmgren numbers, 2 out of the field. He's made one of his 2 3-point attempts, 5 rebounds for him. See 15 minutes on the floor. He's looking a little bit gimpy toward the end of that half. You wonder if he might be on a minute restriction of sorts in the second half.
Yeah, a bit banged up. He got hit to the face, the elbow. He's got a busted lip. His teammate elbowed him in the knee. So a little worse for wear, but he is, even though he's quite slim, you know, he's able to be strong. Hopefully we can see him back in the second half.
Holmgren has had 4 double-doubles this season already. 10 or more points 20 times in his 21 games this season. And mentioned he's got some really interesting numbers. As we look at, again, Wemby on the dribble, triple teamed there. It's been something that OKC's been trying to do, but that's the moment where Holmgren also took that funny little shot to the knee.
Yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, it's the knee.
It was Dort.
The door takes him out. He's it's a different kind of shape for a 7'. They call him kind of KD, they call him a slim reaper, the same kind of build.
Well, I mean, it's that physicality, the frame it's so difficult for players like Wemby and Chet to have long careers because you're just flexing joints in ways that the human body is not normally flexed.
Yeah, but you've seen Victor, he trains in such different ways. I've seen different videos of his like shoes and socks off, and he trains in such a different way. It's not about big heavy loading weights, it's about, you know, tendons and small fibers and really looking after from head to toe.
And we talked about the numbers when these two players faced each other in the past. Very even scoring numbers for the most part. Chet with a 56% field goal percentage, 44% from three-pointers against San Antonio. Wemby only 42% from the field, 31% from deep against OKC with Chet. So, again, we're not sure how much of Wemby we're going to see in the second half. We're not sure how much of Chet we're going to see in the second half, but we do know it's a close game coming out of the break, 49-46 for OKC. There is the scene outside of the T-Mobile Arena. A very lovely night in Las Vegas. And pretty much a full house here as well. You're never quite sure in Vegas, in a neutral site in NBA terms, what sort of fans you're going to get, but people clearly making the trip from all locations.
Well, you know, some good basketball is going to happen. And also, it's the tournament style. Very different as the game before, as New York have stamped their ticket into the final as coming up, and we have to see who obviously joins them. But for me, the Spurs need to be locked in from minute one in the third. We know OKC play fantastically in the third quarter, so they cannot dip. They did finish that second end of that half really well, brought it back within three. They've got to stay locked in and hopefully knock down some threes.
Well, our European fans watching might be familiar with the EuroLeague Final Four weekend, and that's kind of the atmosphere we're getting from this game and the game before it tonight. The one victorious were the New York Knicks over the Orlando Magic, 132-120. And just wonder what sort of vibes we're going to continue to get from this competition year on year, because it seems to be becoming a bigger deal for the players and the fans.
Yeah, well, I mean, Vegas is always a good time. I know you haven't been yet, but
I haven't actually, no.
Down the strip is, you know, fun. There's so much to do, good restaurants, lots of things. So it is a great place to have the NBA Cup.
It is a neutral site, and that makes it a little bit more of a competitive atmosphere in a way that you don't get when it's at one team's home facility or the other. But as you can see, the players are all back on the court, and just waiting to see if Victor Wembanyama's out there. I don't think he is to start the second half, but I'll have to wait and see. There he is. He's got the white jumper on. Third quarter underway. Let's kick it back to our commentary team of Michael Grady, Stan Van Gundy, and Dwayne Wade.
OKC led by as many as 16 in that first half. Jonas Alexander, dump off. Hartenstein left it short.
Coach Wemby's on track to play 10 minutes tonight.
Well, that's the whole problem. When we showed that star comparison, the biggest problem was that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had played 17 minutes and Wemby only 7.
49.
Preseason felt like it might be his last, and he was contemplating what was next about between the NBA and G League. But then he said he stopped chasing outcomes and started playing mindset of, let's see where this takes me. And Cornette told me he was grateful for that time, and that shift meant mentally detaching from the pressure of a career timeline. And from there, gratitude, and then a championship run in Boston, and now here in San Antonio, guys.
9 years in the league, thank you, Cash. That pass broken up by Cornette right on cue. And it'll be San Antonio ball.
Created a turnover there and knocked it off of Hartenstein.
Man has one of the coolest possible nicknames in the NBA with French Vanilla. with Wemby. One of the coolest nicknames in the NBA right there.
If Wemby was healthy, we'd see the two of them playing together a little bit, and that would be fun.
How about Vassell giving SJ a piece of his own medicine drawing the foul?
And you talked about nicknames in the first game, D-Wade. There's a lot of nicknames here with the Spurs.
We are missing the nicknames in today's game. That's what I'm talking about right here.
My favorite besides French Vanilla would be the Slash Brothers.
Yeah, the Slash Brothers. That's pretty cool.
Castle and Harper, I like that.
White Castle is cool.
White Castle's cute. Cool.
Pineapple Express from Sellers at the free throw line, along with Stephon Castle.
Pineapple Express, obviously referring to what, Cassidy?
Well, their hairstyles.
There you
I did
go.
want to say that Luke Cornett fully endorses the French vanilla because he says, vanilla, you know, that's kind of describes my game. And also Castle and Dylan Harper, totally on board with the Slash brothers. But Dylan Harper says they're going to grow out of it. I don't know if that's how nicknames work, but we'll see.
Well, I'll tell you what, Luke Cornett, a great pickup. The front office with the Spurs has done a fabulous job putting the team around Wembanyama. You know, their draft picks have all been outstanding. And then they made the trade for Barnes and Fox, picked up Cornett in the offseason. Brian Wright, the general manager, his assistant Adam Glessner, outstanding job. And this team's a legit contender right now.
Swarming defense from San Antonio. Dort, nice speed with the shot clock winding down. It's OKC 53, San Antonio 50. Fox snaking down the lane, got the southpaw finish.
And those guards just live in the lane.
That's one of the cleanest layup opportunities they've had with Wemby on the bench.
SGA outside, Williams, yes.
We've seen it in both games tonight. When the guards can get 2 feet in the paint, your defense is compromised, and you get good shots, then it's just make or miss.
Inside outside.
Castle, yes, sir.
Coach, he's growing as a shooter.
I'll tell you what, and if he does, watch out if you're the rest of the league.
Tell me about it.
Coming off a 30-point game as Williams coughed it off. Fox passes in the building. First lead of the ball game for San Antonio.
Great job there. He did of cutting Holmgren off to get the layup. He had gone straight to the other side. Holmgren would have blocked that.
Once again, he used his body just like Josh Hart does when we talk about the Knicks.
And foul on Lou Dort running up the floor.
You see little guys do this all the time. He's not that small. Just cut him off, take away his angle to be able to shot block.
Just a great job. I don't understand how this is not a transition take foul. I don't.